We're gonna get to the bottom of this. All right. So this is her Twitter. So here's some of the things that have been going on, transpiring. And now it's so I'm pretty sure she probably knew in the background what was going on because they're real quick about it. She says, "I do not know Nick Fuentes, but you already know that. What I do know is that everyone can see what you guys are doing to me. Your pattern is well established, and the world is waking up to it. My crime is having stood up for myself against your network of smears." So the ADL says white supremacists and Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes is praising Candace Owens' vitriolic anti-Semitism. It's hardly surprising, but it does set off alarm bells. When bigoted people come together to push an anti-Semitic agenda, it adds fuel to the fire of hate. So she doesn't even know him, and they just pinned him to it. My crime is that I do not believe that American taxpayers should have to pay for Israel's wars or the wars of any other country. I will not change my mind. So the question is, what will you do to me next? The world is watching. So that's what they're doing. As y'all can see, they want her to be like, nah, you got to be this whole just stand. You know, you got to stand with these people, man. You can't, hey, listen, this is what's going on. I do not know Nick Fuentes, but you already know that. What I do know is that everyone can see what you guys are doing to me. Your pattern is well established. So they're Kanyeing her. That's what's going on. As I said, see, everyone can see what is happening. If you have not yet watched, I encourage everyone to watch this episode of my show with a rabbi. It is the reason I have earned the ire of certain organizations, and this is, I believe, the clip that everyone is talking about. So we're gonna listen to it.
In terms of anti-Semitism, I think a lot of it stems from what I would say is individuals feeling that amidst their own communities, let's remove Jews from this. If a black person does something wrong, I immediately call it out on my show. I've said tons of things about black people acting like thugs. I've stood up against black people when they were using racism, basically just to absolve themselves from any critique. But when it comes to the Jewish community, it's very odd, I think, to watch the indefensible get defended, right? The indefensible get defended. Like what Rabbi Shmuley did over the last 2 years, I would expect people to come out and say, it's obviously wrong. Instead, what we have is you coming out and saying, well, what Candace is saying in defense of herself is actually what's wrong, rather than saying maybe both. Maybe saying what Rabbi Shmuley did was absolutely wrong. But you can't take the time to look into what he said for the last 2 years, is what you're saying.
Candace,
but you wrote this article in defense of him. In terms of anti-Semitism,
so that pretty much this is. So what they're saying is, this, I guess the rabbi was selling certain toys that are of the adult content, right? And they get, and so now she's saying we can't talk about that, but and you're defending them, but you can't defend, other races the same way, and we're just kind of sweeping what he did under the rug, which is kind of crazy. So you can't go up against, can't go up against that group, man. As soon as you go up against that group, you see what they Kanye you. They, you know what I'm saying? They Lauryn Hill you. The list is long. I mean, they get you right up out of there. But what's the reason behind that, man? Y'all let me know. I know, but I don't think it needs to be disclosed right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the Candace Owens situation. Y'all think she should have got, or do you just not like Candace Owens at all? I don't know if you like Candace Owens or not. I'm pretty neutral when it comes to Candace Owens. Some of the stuff I like, some of the stuff I didn't like. And that's just what it is.